Chosen one. What you are experiencing right now is not just a passing moment. This is a true spiritual transformation. You are going through a shift that reaches deeper than circumstances. It is a rise in your spiritual frequency, a movement to a higher plane. It may feel like the very essence of your life is changing, and in many ways it is. You have likely felt out of sync, as though your life no longer fits as it once did. Things you used to resonate with no longer have the same hold over you, and you may feel unsettled in the process. But let me tell you, this is not a crisis nor confusion. It is the natural progression of your spiritual evolution. Just as a caterpillar must break free from its cocoon to become a butterfly, you are breaking free from the confines of your former self, rising to a higher frequency of existence. This transformation is part of God's perfect plan for you. And though it may feel uncomfortable, it is leading you into your true calling. Much like physics and sound resonance, when you shift to a higher frequency, everything around you must adjust or fall away. Your spiritual growth, healing, and the challenges you've faced have caused this shift. The energies that once aligned with your life no longer match, and that is where the divine change happens. Chosen one. If you're reading this, you're standing on the edge of something extraordinary. There's a deep stirring inside of you, a sense that you no longer fit in the life you once knew. You may have noticed recently that the things that used to bring you comfort or a sense of security no longer have the same effect on you. You might feel out of sync with the world around you, as though something essential has changed, but you're not entirely sure what that change is. You may have found yourself questioning your place in your current life, as if you've outgrown the roles, expectations, and relationships that once felt familiar. This isn't a crisis, and it's not a mistake. It's a divine awakening. You're undergoing a profound transformation that is signaling a higher level of consciousness and spiritual awareness. This shift has been brewing beneath the surface for a while, and now you're beginning to feel the full weight of it. It's as if something deep within you is calling out for more, for something deeper, and for a higher purpose. The life you once knew no longer fits the person you are becoming. And while this can be disorienting at first, it's an essential part of your journey. The things you thought you needed or the people you thought you couldn't live without are now fading in importance. What once brought you joy may no longer spark the same feelings. Your identity, values, and desires are shifting, and this process is preparing you for the next phase of your spiritual evolution. It's important to understand that this awakening is not about loss. It's about growth. What feels like a loss now is merely the shedding of the old to make room for the new. You are no longer the same person you were yesterday, and the life you've outgrown will not be able to contain the person you are becoming. The universe is aligning to meet you where you are now, helping you step into your true self. This awakening is part of a broader spiritual evolution. Your journey has not been easy, and the challenges you've faced may have felt overwhelming at times. But chosen one, every struggle, every heartache, and every setback has been an opportunity for growth, and now you are standing in the fruits of your evolution. You have been tested, shaped, and refined, and through it all, you have survived. Your healing journey has been long, and the scars from your past are not signs of weakness, but of strength and resilience. They are reminders of how far you've come, how much you've overcome, and how you've emerged stronger, wiser, and more grounded in your true self. Each difficulty you faced was a stepping stone, a part of the process that has raised your frequency. You've experienced emotional and spiritual growth that has expanded your ability to see, feel, and understand the world around you in a way that you never could have before. Your awareness is sharper now, your intuition is clearer, and you are more connected to the divine than you've ever been. This evolution is not just about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about returning to the person God created you to be, the one who has always carried the potential for greatness, peace, and divine purpose. The struggles you've endured were never in vain. They were lessons that activated a deep transformation in your spirit. You've healed from past wounds, broken old patterns, and released limiting beliefs. The person you are now, the version of you standing before the world, is far more aligned with your divine purpose than you may realize. The frequency at which you resonate, the vibration of your soul, has risen as you've healed. Your spiritual evolution has allowed you to align more deeply with the truth of who you are. The life you're stepping into now is one that is deeply connected to divine wisdom, and as you continue to grow, your frequency will only increase. You're no longer tethered to the lower energies of fear, doubt, or past pain. You've ascended to a higher level, and the world around you will soon begin to reflect that change. This shift, this elevation in your frequency is not happening by accident. This moment is part of a divine plan, a moment carefully orchestrated by God, who has been preparing you for this very time. The timing of this transformation is perfect, and you are in the exact place you need to be at the exact moment God has chosen for your awakening. You may have felt like you were wandering for a while, unsure of the direction you should take, or wondering if you were truly walking in your purpose. Perhaps you faced moments of frustration or confusion, questioning if the divine plan was truly at work in your life. But now, as you awaken to your higher frequency, you can see that God's timing has been flawless all along. You are not waiting in vain. You are being prepared. Every struggle, every moment of waiting, every season of uncertainty was part of the grand design that has brought you here. This shift is happening because you are meant to step into your true self. God is calling you to a higher version of who you were always meant to be, and this is the moment you are being awakened. The purpose you've been searching for, the clarity you've been longing for, is now coming into view. The work you've done on yourself, your healing, your growth, your faith, has positioned you for this divine alignment. The things that once seemed uncertain are now becoming clear, and the path that was once blurry is now being illuminated. This divine timing is not just about you, it is about the world around you. You are being called to a higher frequency because you are meant to impact those around you. Your transformation is not just for your own benefit, it's part of God's plan to bring light into the world. As you rise, you will bring others with you. Your frequency will resonate with those who are meant to walk alongside you, those who are also awakening to their true purpose. This is not just an individual transformation. It is a collective awakening that will ripple through your relationships, your community, and the world around you. The timing of this shift is a confirmation that you are in alignment with God's will. Everything that has happened in your life, the struggles, the healing, the waiting, and the breakthroughs, has brought you to this moment. The reset is happening now because you are ready. You are prepared to step into the fullness of your purpose, and this is the moment when the universe begins to align with your divine calling. As you embrace the shift in your frequency, trust that this is only the beginning. The awakening you are experiencing is a powerful, transformative process, but it is also ongoing. As your frequency continues to rise, so will your awareness, your clarity, and your connection to the divine. You are being aligned with the highest version of yourself, the one who has always been destined to live in abundance, peace, and purpose. Remember, this is not just a phase, it is a permanent shift. You're now operating at a higher level of awareness, and everything around you will begin to reflect this new energy. As you step forward into this divine reset, take comfort in knowing that you are being guided every step of the way. You are no longer alone in your journey. God is leading you, and as you walk in alignment with His plan, you will continue to rise. Chosen one, This is your moment. Your awakening has begun, and your frequency is rising. This is the divine timing that has been set in motion for you to step into your true self, the person you were always meant to be. Embrace this transformation with faith, knowing that you are being prepared for something extraordinary. The path ahead may be new and uncharted, but it is filled with the abundance, peace, and divine purpose you have always sought. Step forward with confidence, for you are walking into the fullness of your calling, and your journey is just beginning. Chosen one, have you ever felt like the world around you no longer resonates with your soul? The familiar faces, the places you once loved, the activities you once enjoyed, all of them now seem to drain you. What once felt like a safe space now feels heavy, suffocating, and out of place. You've probably noticed that certain relationships that were once comfortable have become strained, and places that used to give you peace now stir up discomfort. There's a sense of detachment that's happening within you, and it feels like you're being pulled away from the life you once knew. This is a powerful and often unsettling part of your transformation. What you are experiencing is detachment from the old energy that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. The relationships, environments, and patterns you once embraced are now at odds with your elevated frequency. Your spirit is rising, but the world around you is stuck in the past, and it's no longer a fit. It's natural to feel a sense of loss, even though you know that this detachment is necessary. But let me assure you, this is part of the divine process of evolution. Just as a butterfly must break free from the cocoon to spread its wings, you are shedding the old layers of your life. These old connections, habits, and places that once held meaning no longer have a place in your new life. The discomfort you're feeling is a sign of growth, just as a tree must release its old leaves before new growth can come. You are making space for the new energy that will support your next chapter. You might be feeling like something is wrong, as if your world is falling apart, or you're somehow in a crisis. This feeling of upheaval can be frightening. You may feel like you're losing control, or that everything you've built is slipping through your fingers. The emotional weight of the disconnect between who you were and who you're becoming can feel overwhelming. You might be asking yourself, why does everything feel like it's falling apart? But chosen one, what you're experiencing is not a crisis, it's a divine process. The sense of discomfort is the result of shedding what no longer serves you. This period of transformation can feel unsettling, but understand that it is necessary for you to fully step into the version of yourself that you were always meant to be. The enemy would want you to believe this is a sign of failure, that somehow you've made the wrong choices, or that you are losing your way. But the truth is, the very opposite is happening. You are moving toward your true self. The fear, the sense of crisis, is simply the illusion of the old self clinging to what is familiar, even if that familiarity is draining and limiting. As you grow and evolve, you'll begin to understand that this discomfort is a natural part of the shedding process. It's like cleaning out a closet that's been filled with items you no longer need. You have to clear the space before you can fill it with something new and better. The people, places, and things that are falling away are simply making room for the things that truly align with your higher purpose. It's easy to get lost in the feeling of loss, but trust that the universe, God, and the divine plan are aligning everything for your highest good. Every relationship, every situation, every environment that is being stripped away is making space for the divine connections and opportunities that will help you fully step into your purpose. Trust the process and know that this is not the end. It's the beginning of something far greater than you can imagine. Chosen one, this is a time of profound transformation. You are no longer the person you were, and it can be disorienting to watch your old self fade away. But what you are stepping into is far more aligned with who you were always meant to be. You are being transformed into someone who can fully embody your purpose. The person you were was necessary for your survival and growth up until this point, but you've evolved beyond the limitations that held you back. You have survived hardship, faced your fears, healed from wounds, and overcome the battles that life threw your way. Every step you've taken has led you to this moment where you are becoming more aligned with your divine calling. Embracing the change means releasing the need to cling to the past, even when it feels familiar and safe. You are being called to let go of what has held you back from stepping fully into your future. It's not an easy process. It's hard to release something that has been part of your life for so long, but understand that what you are letting go of is not for your highest good. It's like letting go of old clothes that no longer fit. You're making space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new people who will elevate your life in ways you've never imagined. This is a season of embracing your true identity. You are evolving into a version of yourself that is more attuned to your divine purpose. As you shed the old, you will begin to notice how much lighter you feel physically, emotionally, and spiritually. The weight of past expectations, old patterns, and past wounds will begin to fade away, leaving space for the new, more authentic version of yourself to emerge. You will begin to walk in your purpose with greater clarity and confidence, knowing that you are on the right path. The discomfort you feel now is temporary. It's a part of the process of letting go and embracing the new. In the same way that a caterpillar has to struggle to break free from its cocoon, you are breaking free from the old self. You are in the process of being transformed, not just for your own growth, but for the fulfillment of the divine destiny you were meant to walk in. As you let go of the past, it is important to remember that releasing doesn't mean rejecting or devaluing what you've experienced. Every part of your journey, every relationship, every moment of pain, and every victory has brought you to this point, but now God is calling you to rise above it all and step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Letting go is about making room for what God has in store for you. It's not about erasing the past or denying its impact on your life. It's about acknowledging the lessons you've learned and the strength you've gained from it, and then moving forward with gratitude and openness to what is to come. Embrace the discomfort, for it is the catalyst for your growth. Embrace the change, for it is the sign that you are stepping into your true purpose. As you continue on this journey of transformation, take each step with confidence, knowing that the change you're experiencing is leading you closer to your divine calling. The discomfort of outgrowing your past is not a setback, it is a sign of progress. You are no longer bound by the old energy that once defined you. You are stepping into a life of purpose, alignment, and abundance. This is a season of freedom from the old freedom from the limitations that once held you back. You're being prepared to walk in the fullness of your divine assignment, and as you do, everything around you will begin to align with your higher frequency. People, opportunities, and experiences that match your new energy will begin to appear in your life, and you will feel more at peace, more aligned, and more empowered than ever before. Chosen one, the discomfort you feel now is a sign that you are on the brink of something extraordinary. You are shedding the old layers, letting go of the relationships, patterns, and places that no longer serve you. As you embrace the change, you are stepping into a version of yourself that is aligned with your divine purpose. Trust the process. Know that this evolution is necessary for your growth, and that what is coming is far greater than anything you've left behind. The best is yet to come. Chosen one. As you continue to evolve spiritually, one of the most noticeable shifts you will experience is the increase in your sensitivity. Your awareness of the energies and frequencies around you has become heightened, and this may feel both exhilarating and overwhelming. You can feel the subtle vibrations of the world more intensely than before. What once was imperceptible to you, the energies of people, places, and situations, is now clear and undeniable. This heightened sensitivity means that you can sense the mood in a room, the emotions of others, and even the underlying intentions that people may try to conceal. You may feel an intuitive understanding of situations and relationships that you previously had to analyze with logic. Now, your inner knowing is more powerful than ever before. You are no longer simply seeing with your eyes, you are perceiving with your spirit. This awakening of your perception can feel like a double edged sword. On one hand, it allows you to connect with the world in a deeper, more profound way. On the other hand, it can be draining when negative or unbalanced energies begin to overwhelm you. This sensitivity is part of your spiritual evolution, and though it can be overwhelming at times, it is a necessary gift for your divine calling. You are becoming more attuned to the world, not just in terms of what you see, but what you feel, and that is exactly what is needed for the purpose that is unfolding in your life. As your sensitivity increases, you will begin to recognize something you might not have noticed before: the masks that people wear. You will start to see beyond the surface level facades and perceive the true intentions and energies behind their words and actions. People may try to present one version of themselves, but your heightened perception will allow you to see through the masks they put up. You will begin to recognize when someone is being inauthentic, when their words don't align with their energy, and when their actions don't match their intentions. This newfound clarity can feel like both a blessing and a burden. On one hand, it allows you to navigate relationships with greater wisdom. You will no longer be deceived by outward appearances or false representations. You can connect with others from a place of deeper understanding, seeing the truth of who they are beyond the personas they project. On the other hand, it may cause discomfort as you realize how often people, whether intentionally or unintentionally, conceal their true selves. This awareness can sometimes feel isolating as you begin to notice the dissonance between what people say and what they actually mean. You might find yourself questioning your relationships and even feeling the need to step away from individuals whose energies no longer align with yours. But this heightened awareness is a gift, chosen one. It is guiding you to more authentic connections. It's helping you shed relationships that no longer serve your highest good. As you see through the masks, you are being guided to surround yourself with people who match your higher frequency, those who are honest, transparent, and in alignment with the truth of who you are becoming. This sensitivity allows you to protect your own energy by keeping people with lower or conflicting frequencies at a distance, ensuring that you only allow those who support your spiritual growth to come into your life. As your sensitivity to energy and frequency increases, you will also realize the importance of protecting your own energy. No longer is it just about your physical health. Your spiritual well-being has become just as important, if not more so. You are now consciously aware that everything around you, people, situations, environments, affects your energy, and your task is to protect it. You will begin to notice when your energy feels drained, overwhelmed, or scattered. You will recognize when a situation or person is depleting your vitality, and you will need to set boundaries to protect your inner peace. This is where your growth comes in. As you become more attuned to the frequencies around you, you are also learning how to shield your energy, how to maintain your balance, and how to set clear boundaries. It is important to remember that not every person or situation is meant to have access to your energy. You are learning that not everyone deserves your time, your attention, or your emotional investment. As you become more sensitive to these shifts, you will naturally begin to guard your energy with the same care you would guard your physical well-being. The boundaries you are creating are not walls meant to isolate you, but protective measures that allow you to conserve your energy for the people and situations that align with your purpose. There will be times when you need to create physical space between yourself and others in order to preserve your energy. And there will be moments when you need to disengage emotionally from toxic or draining individuals in order to maintain your peace. The more you embrace your heightened sensitivity, the more you will learn to trust your intuition when it comes to protecting your energy. You will begin to know instinctively when a situation is misaligned with your higher self, and you will be empowered to step back and say no when necessary. Boundaries are not only about protecting your physical space, they are about maintaining a healthy spiritual and emotional environment. You will learn how to say no to situations and relationships that deplete you, how to create distance from energies that don't serve your highest good, and how to honor your own needs without guilt. This may feel challenging at first, especially if you've been someone who has always been eager to please others or to keep the peace. But as you evolve, you will realize that true peace comes not from external harmony, but from the peace you cultivate within. By protecting your frequency, you are allowing yourself the space to grow, heal, and thrive. Trust that setting boundaries is not a form of rejection, it is an act of self love and self preservation. It is a vital part of honoring who you are becoming and ensuring that your energy remains pure and in alignment with your divine purpose. As you walk through this evolution, remember to nurture your own energy. This isn't just about protecting it from external influences, it's about cultivating the positive energies that support your well being and spiritual growth. Engage in activities that replenish your soul, that bring you joy, that connect you to your inner truth. Surround yourself with environments that nurture your spirit and seek out people who reflect the high vibration you are striving to maintain. You may find solace in nature, meditation, prayer, or simply taking time for yourself. You may find healing through creative expression, physical movement, or connecting with like-minded souls who resonate with your frequency. Whatever it is, make it a priority to nurture and cultivate your energy so that you can continue to rise in alignment with your divine purpose. Chosen one, the rise of your sensitivity is a beautiful and transformative gift. It is a tool that will guide you through your journey, helping you navigate the world with greater wisdom and awareness. As your perception sharpens and your ability to see through the masks of others strengthens, you will begin to attract the right people and the right opportunities that align with your higher purpose. The more you protect and nurture your energy, the more you will continue to rise to the frequency of divine alignment. Embrace this new level of sensitivity, for it is leading you to your highest self, and with each step you are becoming more aligned with the purpose that was always meant for you. Chosen one, as you undergo this transformation, one of the most noticeable changes you will experience is in your relationships. People, places, and connections that once felt familiar and comfortable will naturally begin to fade or feel strained. This isn't a sign that something is wrong. Rather, it is a divine shift, a necessary realignment. As your frequency rises and you step into the higher version of yourself, the relationships that no longer match your energy will begin to fall away, whether through distance, misunderstandings, or simply a natural drifting apart. For many of us, relationships can feel like a comfort zone, even when they no longer serve our highest good. We hold on to them because of history, habit, or fear of change, but the evolution of your spirit doesn't leave room for stagnation or relationships that hold you back. As you evolve, your energy is aligning with a new vibration, and relationships that no longer resonate with your soul's journey are naturally being released. These relationships might include toxic friendships, manipulative connections, or simply people who are on a different spiritual or emotional path. This shift can be uncomfortable at first, as you may feel a sense of loss or confusion when people who were once a large part of your life begin to fall away. But understand that it's a necessary part of your divine realignment. Letting go of these relationships is not about rejection, it's about making space for new connections that will nurture, support, and elevate you. Trust that every relationship that fades out of your life was not meant to follow you into the next chapter of your journey. In this time of transition, God is clearing the path for relationships that align with your highest purpose and divine calling. As the old relationships fall away, you will begin to realize something incredible. You no longer desire superficial connections. What once felt like fulfilling social interactions may now seem shallow or hollow. Your soul is craving depth and authenticity. You long for relationships that resonate with your higher frequency connections that are built on mutual respect, love, and truth. The days of engaging in meaningless or surface level conversations are over. Now you seek relationships that foster true understanding, spiritual growth, and shared purpose. This desire for authentic connection will lead you to seek out relationships that are more meaningful. You'll find yourself drawn to people who are honest, open, and transparent, people who can engage with you on a deep level, who can share their vulnerabilities and their wisdom without fear of judgment. You'll no longer tolerate toxic dynamics where manipulation, dishonesty, or self-interest govern the relationship. Instead, you will value relationships where both people grow, learn, and uplift one another. The shift in your energy is forcing you to reconsider the company you keep. No longer will you waste time on people who drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, or make you feel less than you are. The people you spend your time with now matter deeply, and you are learning to guard your energy by choosing those who elevate you, not those who hold you back. These authentic connections are not just about personal growth, they are an integral part of your spiritual evolution. They are mirrors reflecting back to you your highest self, helping you align more fully with your divine purpose. For some, this may be an uncomfortable process. You may find that people you've known for years no longer fit into the new version of yourself. Perhaps you'll experience the bittersweet pain of growing apart from people who were once close to you. But this discomfort is a sign that you are moving into alignment with who you are truly meant to be, and that the relationships around you are starting to mirror that transformation. As the old misaligned relationships fade, something beautiful begins to happen. New aligned connections start to manifest, people who resonate with your elevated frequency and divine purpose. These are soul contracts, divinely orchestrated relationships that are not random, but part of the greater plan for your life. These relationships are often transformative, allowing both parties to grow and evolve together in a way that furthers their spiritual and personal development. Soul contracts go beyond ordinary friendships or partnerships. They are relationships that are divinely timed, people who enter your life at just the right moment to help you fulfill your purpose. These people might be mentors, guides, partners, or friends, but whatever their role, they come with a sense of deep connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. When you meet them, there will be an immediate sense of recognition, a knowing that this person is meant to be part of your journey. These new connections will not just challenge you, they will help you reach higher levels of growth, understanding, and divine alignment. Whether these relationships come in the form of a romantic partner, a spiritual guide, or a colleague who shares your vision, they will provide you with the support and encouragement you need to fulfill your divine calling. With these soul contracts, you'll find a sense of partnership that feels deeply rooted in the universe's plan for you. God is aligning these relationships to support you in walking fully into your destiny. These people are not just here to fill a space in your life, they are here to be co-creators of your future. As you move into your divine purpose, these aligned connections will walk alongside you, helping you manifest the vision that God has placed in your heart. They will challenge you to be better, to grow, and to expand, and in turn, you will do the same for them. Not only do soul contracts bring a sense of alignment, but they also offer deep healing. When you connect with people who truly resonate with your energy, you experience a type of healing that goes beyond words. These relationships are safe spaces for vulnerability, where you can share your deepest thoughts and fears without judgment. Through these connections, you will find that old wounds begin to heal not through fixing them, but through the shared experience of authentic love and trust. These relationships are mirrors reflecting back the beauty of your soul and encouraging you to step into the fullness of who you are. They provide a safe space for you to express your true self without fear of rejection or abandonment. Through them, you will experience the beauty of being seen and understood at your core, which will help you heal the last remnants of old wounds that still linger from previous misaligned relationships. As the old relationships fall away and the new ones form, embrace the change. Trust that this realignment is not just about losing what no longer serves you, it's about making space for what is coming next. The new relationships in your life are filled with potential, with love, with joy, and with mutual respect. They are designed to support you in your spiritual journey, to guide you as you step into your divine purpose, and to help you grow into the person you were always meant to be. Understand that this shift in relationships is an essential part of your spiritual evolution. You are aligning with your true purpose, and those who are meant to walk with you on this journey are being drawn to you. As you step into the next phase of your journey, know that these soul contracts will serve as vital stepping stones toward the fulfillment of your divine calling. Chosen one, the shift in your relationships is a beautiful part of your divine evolution. As you let go of the people and dynamics that no longer align with your higher frequency, you are creating space for deeper, more authentic connections. The soul contracts that are manifesting in your life are divinely orchestrated to support and guide you toward your divine purpose. Trust in this process, knowing that every shift in your relational world is part of God's plan for your highest good. The best is yet to come, and as you embrace these new aligned connections, you will find yourself walking into the fullness of your purpose, surrounded by people who uplift, support, and challenge you in the most beautiful ways. Chosen one, as you move through this profound transformation, you may have noticed a deep shift in your interests and priorities. Things that once brought you joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment now seem to leave you feeling empty or even drained. Hobbies, activities, or even certain friendships that once felt fulfilling may now seem hollow or irrelevant. It's as though your soul is awakening to a new vibration, and the things that once consumed your time no longer resonate with your true self. This process of letting go can be both liberating and disorienting. You may feel torn between holding on to the comfort of what you've always known and embracing the new energy that is now calling you. The things that used to define your passions or give you purpose may no longer align with the deeper truths and desires that are emerging from within you. But understand that this shift is not a sign of failure or loss. It is a natural part of your evolution. You are evolving beyond the old interests that once served as distractions from your true calling. Your soul is awakening to a higher frequency, one that seeks depth, authenticity, and purpose in all things. What once brought you temporary joy is being replaced by something far more fulfilling and meaningful. The detachment from these old interests can feel strange or even uncomfortable, but it's an essential step in aligning with the higher version of yourself. The activities, relationships, and pursuits that once took center stage are making way for the things that resonate with your soul's true desires. As the old interests fade away, you begin to experience a redefinition of what brings you true joy, No longer are you interested in fleeting pleasures or superficial pursuits. Instead, your joy is now aligned with your higher self, and it is rooted in deep, meaningful experiences that nurture your soul. You may find yourself gravitating toward activities that nourish you on a spiritual level, those that connect you with your purpose, your inner truth, and your sense of divine calling. Whether it's through creative expression, spiritual practices, learning, or service to others, you're now drawn to the things that bring you a sense of fulfillment and alignment with who you are becoming. Your joy is no longer tied to external validation or temporary satisfaction. It is grounded in the internal peace that comes from living authentically and in alignment with your highest self. This shift may also involve pursuing new passions or interests that once felt out of reach or even foreign to you. You may find that what excites you now is vastly different from what you once thought you wanted. Activities that once consumed your energy now seem trivial, and instead, you feel a pull toward more enriching, soul satisfying endeavors. This may include a desire to learn more about the world, to explore new spiritual practices, or to engage in creative or humanitarian efforts that resonate deeply with your evolving consciousness. The joy you are beginning to experience is not dependent on external outcomes. It is an inner joy that arises from the alignment of your mind, body, and spirit. You are reconnecting with the authentic desires of your soul, and as you do, you will find that your life becomes filled with a sense of meaning and purpose that goes beyond anything you've known before. Your new interests are a reflection of your higher self, and the joy that comes from pursuing them is the result of living in alignment with your divine path. One of the most profound changes you may be experiencing right now is a deep spiritual hunger. There's an inner yearning within you, a desire for something more meaningful, something that connects you to the greater purpose of your life. This hunger is not for material things or external accomplishments. It is a hunger for truth, authenticity, and spiritual fulfillment. You may find yourself seeking a deeper connection with the divine, a longing to know yourself more fully and to understand your place in the universe. This spiritual hunger is a natural result of your evolution. As your frequency rises, your soul becomes more attuned to the deeper aspects of existence. You begin to realize that the trivial distractions and superficial pursuits of the past are no longer enough to satisfy your inner longing. Your spirit is awakening to its true desires, and it is now seeking experiences and connections that feed the soul, not just the mind or body. You may find that your priorities are shifting significantly as a result of this hunger. The things you once thought were important, status, material, wealth, social approval, are beginning to lose their hold over you. Instead, you are prioritizing your spiritual growth, your connection to truth, and your alignment with your higher purpose. You may feel called to dive deeper into spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, or contemplation. You may feel drawn to study sacred texts or teachings that resonate with your evolving consciousness, or you may seek out like-minded individuals who share your hunger for deeper truths. This spiritual hunger is not a void to be filled, but a call to rise. It is the divine invitation to explore the depths of your soul and to walk a path that leads you toward greater understanding, connection, and purpose. As you answer this call, you will find that your life takes on new meaning and direction. You will be guided toward experiences, relationships, and opportunities that nourish your spirit and help you grow into the highest version of yourself. As your soul's desires become clearer, you will naturally begin to distance yourself from the distractions of the past. The things that once held your attention, whether they were entertainment, superficial conversations, or even toxic relationships, will begin to lose their appeal. This isn't a judgment on the past, but a sign that you are evolving and that your needs have changed. You no longer have the energy to invest in things that drain you or keep you from your true purpose. In this season of transformation, you'll feel a natural pull away from the trivial distractions that once consumed your time and energy. Your soul is seeking more meaningful experiences, and this pull is guiding you to focus your attention on things that truly matter. This could mean stepping away from certain social groups, giving up old habits that no longer serve you, or simply spending more time alone in reflection and spiritual practice. You may also find that your relationships change during this time. As your interests evolve, you may naturally outgrow certain friendships that no longer resonate with your higher frequency. This doesn't mean that you have to sever all ties, but rather it's an invitation to let go of relationships that no longer support your spiritual journey. The connections that remain will be those that uplift you, challenge you, and help you grow. You are being called to invest your energy into relationships that align with your soul's true desires and purpose. As you embrace this transformation, remember that it's not just about letting go of what no longer serves you, it's about making room for what is coming next. Your new interests and priorities are a reflection of your higher self, and as you begin to step into this new phase, you will find that the life you've always desired is starting to unfold before you. The spiritual hunger you are feeling is a call to deepen your connection with God, with your higher self, and with the world around you. Trust that the transformation you are undergoing is part of a divine plan that is leading you to the fulfillment of your purpose. The things you were letting go of were stepping stones to get you here, but they are no longer needed for the next phase of your journey. What's coming is far greater than what you've known, and as you release the past, you will find that you are stepping into a life that is more aligned with your soul's true desires. Chosen one, the transformation of your interests and priorities is a powerful sign of your spiritual evolution. As you let go of old interests and embrace new, more authentic desires, you are aligning with your higher self and stepping into a life of purpose and meaning. Your spiritual hunger is guiding you to deeper truths, and as you follow that call, you will find that your life becomes filled with the richness of divine alignment. Embrace this shift with trust and excitement, knowing that you are stepping into a new chapter of growth, fulfillment, and spiritual connection. Chosen one, as you continue to rise in frequency and step into your true alignment, something extraordinary begins to unfold around you. Synchronicities. These are the divine signs that confirm you are walking in the right direction, even when the path feels uncertain or unclear. As your vibration elevates, the universe begins to speak to you in ways you've never noticed before. You might notice that certain events seem to occur at just the right time, as if the universe itself is arranging things in your favor. You hear a song that mirrors your current emotional state, receive a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years, or you find yourself in the right place at the right moment to seize an opportunity. These moments are not coincidences, but rather divine synchronicities, powerful signs that you are in the flow of your divine path. At first, you might find it unsettling or even miraculous, but as you become more attuned to these signs, you'll begin to recognize that the universe has been speaking to you all along. Every synchronicity, no matter how small, is a confirmation that you are aligned with the flow of your purpose. It's a reminder that you are not alone in this journey, that the divine is actively guiding you every step of the way. These synchronicities serve as powerful confirmations of your direction. You may start to notice repeating numbers, sudden flashes of insight, or unexpected encounters that bring clarity to your current situation. Every sign is a little nudge from the universe, affirming that you are on the right track and that your steps are divinely guided. With your frequency rising, you've also begun to open up to clearer divine communication. You now have a more precise connection to the guidance of the universe and your higher self. You can feel it in your bones, this knowing that the answers you seek are already within you or will be revealed at the perfect moment. The divine communication is no longer vague or unclear. You are receiving messages with much greater precision, often in ways that feel undeniable. You may experience subtle whispers of guidance that pop into your mind when you least expect it. These insights may come as flashes of clarity, gut feelings, or even through vivid dreams that provide you with answers to questions you've been pondering. The universe is speaking to you in a language that is unique to you, whether through signs in nature, a certain word or phrase that keeps appearing, or people who cross your path with messages that resonate deeply. You may find that in your quiet moments of reflection, answers come with ease. You no longer have to search for clarity. It simply arrives when you're in alignment. This communication is not limited to grand, life-changing revelations. It can also be present in the smallest of moments. A single word of encouragement from a stranger, a quiet thought that nudges you to take a different route, or the realization that an obstacle you've been facing has a purpose, all begin to stand out with greater significance. As your frequency aligns with your true path, you'll begin to feel a deeper connection to God, your angels, your higher self, and the universe itself. This divine communication is always there, but it has become more apparent because you are attuned to it. You are no longer searching for answers outside of yourself. You are learning to trust the wisdom that flows from within and recognize the signs that confirm your journey. With every synchronicity, every divine message, and every affirmation, you are stepping deeper into alignment with your divine path. The things you've been praying for, hoping for, and visualizing are beginning to manifest with greater ease. The desires that have been on your heart, the goals you've been chasing, and the vision for your life are aligning with the universe's plan for you. The work you've done to elevate your frequency has brought you into resonance with your divine purpose, and now the universe is aligning with that purpose in profound ways. This alignment is not just about things falling into place. It is about your inner world syncing with the outer world. As your thoughts, emotions, and actions come into harmony with your divine calling, the universe responds with perfect synchronicity. Things that once felt out of reach, out of sync, or delayed are now manifesting with incredible speed and precision. Opportunities are showing up at the exact right time. The people are entering your life who can support your journey, and your goals seem more achievable than ever. This period of alignment also invites a deeper sense of trust. You no longer have to fight or force things into place. The path is unfolding naturally, and you can rest in the knowledge that everything is working out as it should. The synchronicities you experience act as gentle reminders that you are supported, guided, and loved by the universe. Even when things feel uncertain, you'll begin to trust that each step is being divinely orchestrated. The universe is aligning people, resources, and situations to support your divine purpose, and your role is to remain open, receptive, and aligned with the flow. As your frequency continues to rise and your path becomes clearer, you will learn to embrace the flow of life in a new way. You'll notice that resistance begins to dissolve as you trust in divine timing. Instead of forcing or struggling against the current, you will allow the flow of synchronicity to guide you. The more you trust and embrace the signs and messages that come your way, the more the universe will reveal to you. When you notice a synchronicity, whether it's an unexpected encounter, a repeating number, or an intuitive nudge, take a moment to pause and acknowledge it. Let it be a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be. These signs are not random. They are divine affirmations that you are on the right track. As you pay attention to these synchronicities, you'll find that they begin to increase, and your connection to your higher self and the universe becomes stronger. You are also being called to step into a place of radical trust. Trust that every moment is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. Trust that you don't have to see the entire path in front of you right now. Just follow the signs, follow the guidance, and take one step at a time. The universe will reveal the next step when you are ready, and you will move forward with confidence, knowing that you are supported. The more you align with the flow of life, the more you will see divine synchronicities manifest in ways that feel miraculous. Relationships, opportunities, and blessings will unfold at just the right moment as you remain open and connected to your purpose. Trust that everything is falling into place, and know that as you stay aligned with your divine path, the universe will continue to provide you with everything you need. This is a season of divine flow where the path before you is clear and everything that you've been seeking is beginning to align. Embrace the synchronicities as affirmations that you are on the right track. As you move forward in this divine flow, you will continue to experience greater clarity, purpose, and peace. The best is yet to come, and it's all unfolding perfectly in divine timing. Chosen one, the rise of your frequency has brought you into greater alignment with your divine path. As you begin to notice synchronicities and receive divine communication, you will recognize that the universe is actively guiding you. Trust in the divine flow and know that everything you've been asking for is now aligning in perfect harmony. The universe is revealing to you the life you've always desired, and you are now walking in the fullness of your purpose. Keep your heart open, trust the process, and embrace the synchronicities that guide your way. Your divine path is unfolding, and everything is working together for your highest good. Chosen one of the most significant shifts you will experience as you rise in frequency is the realization that not everyone and everything belongs in your space. The more you evolve spiritually, the more sensitive you become to the energies around you. You may begin to notice how certain people, places, and situations drain your energy, leaving you feeling depleted, scattered, or unsettled. For too long, you may have allowed others' energies to infiltrate your own without fully understanding the impact it was having on your spiritual well-being. But as your awareness grows, you are learning that protecting your energy is not just important, it's essential for your spiritual survival. You are learning to discern the difference between healthy, uplifting energy and the toxic energy that others may bring into your life. Not everyone is aligned with your soul's frequency, and not every situation is meant to be a part of your path. People who are negative, manipulative, or constantly take without giving can lower your vibration, and it's up to you to establish boundaries that keep your energy safe. These boundaries are not just physical. They are energetic, spiritual, and emotional shields that allow you to preserve your peace, your vitality, and your purpose. At first, setting boundaries may feel uncomfortable, especially if you've been accustomed to people-pleasing or constantly accommodating others. You may feel guilty or fearful of rejection when you begin to say no or pull away from draining relationships. But understand that energy protection is a form of self-care. It's about respecting your own energy and prioritizing your spiritual health. You can no longer afford to allow everyone access to your space. You are learning that your energy is sacred and that you must guard it with love and discernment. As you rise in frequency, you'll start to make choices that align with your highest good. No longer will you choose the comfort of familiarity or the appeasement of others over your inner peace. This shift in priorities is one of the most transformative parts of your journey. You will begin to choose peace, solitude, and alignment over maintaining relationships or situations that no longer serve your higher purpose. Choosing peace doesn't mean running away from challenges or avoiding difficult conversations. It means choosing to protect your internal harmony, even if it means stepping away from people or circumstances that no longer resonate with who you are becoming. As you grow spiritually, you'll feel less inclined to engage in drama conflict or relationships that drain your energy. You will naturally start to distance yourself from situations that disrupt your peace, knowing that your peace is a reflection of your spiritual alignment. This shift also means that you will no longer tolerate toxic dynamics, even if they are long standing or difficult to navigate. For some, this could mean stepping back from family members or friends who have been part of your life for years but have never supported your growth. For others, it may involve leaving behind work environments, social circles, or relationships that no longer bring out the best in you. You are learning that true peace doesn't come from external approval or comfort. It comes from within, and that peace is worth protecting at all costs. You will also begin to embrace solitude as a form of self-care. Whereas in the past, you may have been fearful of being alone or seen it as a sign of loneliness, you are now beginning to understand that solitude is a necessary space for reflection, healing, and connection with your higher self. Choosing solitude is not a rejection of others. It is an act of honoring your need for inner peace. It is in the quiet moments of solitude that you can hear the whispers of your soul, receive divine guidance, and recalibrate your energy. Solitude becomes a sacred space for recharging and rediscovering your purpose. As your energy becomes more refined and aligned with your higher self, you will inevitably begin to release relationships and situations that no longer resonate with your spiritual growth. This process of letting go can be painful, especially when you have invested significant time and energy into these connections. You may feel guilt or sadness at the thought of cutting ties with people who have been part of your journey, but it is essential to recognize that holding on to toxic relationships only hinders your spiritual evolution. Letting go of toxicity is not a sign of weakness or rejection, it's a powerful act of self-love and spiritual maturity. You are acknowledging that your energy, time, and attention are valuable, and you cannot afford to waste them on relationships or situations that drain you. You are actively choosing to create space in your life for the people, experiences, and opportunities that align with your soul's purpose. Toxic relationships often come in many forms, whether it's someone who constantly takes from you without giving back, someone who manipulates your emotions for their benefit, or someone whose negativity brings you down. These relationships are like weights that keep you anchored in a lower vibration. As you learn to set boundaries, you will find that these toxic relationships begin to naturally fade away. You will become less willing to engage with people who bring you down and more committed to surrounding yourself with people who uplift, support, and inspire you. The process of releasing these relationships may bring sadness or grief, as letting go is never easy. But know that what you are doing is for your own highest good. As you let go of what no longer serves you, you make room for healthier, more aligned connections that will propel you forward in your spiritual growth. This doesn't mean you have to sever every relationship immediately or without explanation. Sometimes setting boundaries can be a gradual process where you slowly disengage, step back, and create distance. And sometimes it means having the difficult but necessary conversations to express your needs and set clear limits. It is important to remember that letting go of toxicity doesn't just apply to relationships with others, it also applies to your relationship with yourself. Any self-limiting beliefs, negative thought patterns, or toxic habits you've held onto are also part of what needs to be released. Just as you're learning to protect your energy from external sources, you're also learning to protect your internal world from negative self-talk and limiting beliefs that keep you stuck. Releasing toxic energy from within is just as crucial as releasing it from external sources. Setting boundaries is a vital skill that you are now learning to master. Boundaries are not walls meant to isolate or shut others out, but clear, loving guidelines that allow you to honor your own needs and protect your energy. You are learning that boundaries are an act of self respect and spiritual health, not selfishness. Boundaries allow you to engage with others from a place of balance, love, and authenticity. When you honor your boundaries, you teach others how to honor you as well. As you continue to rise in frequency, you will find that setting healthy boundaries becomes easier. You will naturally begin to recognize when your energy is being compromised and take action to protect it. You will no longer feel guilty for saying no or for creating space for yourself. In fact, you will begin to understand that boundaries are a form of self care that will allow you to show up as the best version of yourself, not just for you, but for those around you as well. This process of boundary setting will be transformative. As you protect your energy, you will find that your relationships become more meaningful and fulfilling. You will draw in people who are aligned with your soul's purpose and who can support you in your spiritual journey. These relationships will be grounded in mutual respect, trust, and love relationships that uplift and nourish you, not drain or diminish your energy. Chosen one. As you learn to set boundaries and protect your energy, you are stepping into a higher level of self respect, spiritual growth, and inner peace. This is not about cutting people out of your life, but about creating space for the relationships, experiences, and opportunities that are aligned with your divine purpose. Trust that as you let go of toxicity and choose peace over comfort, you are making room for a life that is more authentic, fulfilling, and aligned with your soul's highest calling. Remember, you are worthy of healthy, loving connections, and by setting boundaries, you're creating the environment needed for those relationships to flourish. Chosen one, a profound shift has occurred within you. Where once you may have felt content or complacent, you now feel a deep, undeniable pull toward your purpose, a call that is louder, more urgent than ever before. The days of accepting mediocrity, of living life in a state of mere survival or routine, are over. You've begun to recognize that there is something much grander waiting for you, something your soul has always known, but that you may have ignored or put off for too long. The time for playing small is over. You are waking up to the reality that your life is meant to be lived with intention, passion, and purpose. The urgency you feel now is not a fleeting desire. It is the divine calling to step into the fullness of who you are. You can no longer ignore the stirrings in your heart, the desire to make an impact, to create, to contribute, and to live a life that aligns with your higher self. The weight of this responsibility is not a burden, but a privilege. God has entrusted you with a unique mission, one that is not meant to be postponed any longer. Every day that you delay stepping into your purpose is a day you miss out on the fulfillment of your true destiny. This is the moment when you must rise and embrace the calling that has been placed on your life. It is not just about success or achievement, it is about fulfilling the divine mission that you were born for. Your heart knows this truth, and now it is time to take action. You no longer feel satisfied with the things that once seemed important because you are being drawn towards something bigger, something that resonates with your soul's true desires. You are no longer satisfied with playing small. You are called to greatness, and this is the moment you must answer the call. As you step into this new phase of your journey, one of the most empowering shifts is your growing sense of self-awareness and sovereignty. You are beginning to understand the immense power you hold within you, and you are ready to reclaim control over your life. You no longer allow external forces, societal expectations, or old limiting beliefs to dictate the course of your existence. You're taking back ownership of your mind, your beliefs, and most importantly, your destiny. Self-awareness is the key to unlocking the power that has always resided within you. You are learning to look within to recognize your strengths, your desires, and the truth of who you are. No longer will you seek validation from others or measure your worth by external standards. You are discovering that true power comes from within, from your ability to connect with your higher self and with the divine wisdom that resides in your soul. This journey of self-awareness is also one of self-empowerment. You are realizing that your thoughts, your choices, and your actions are what shape your life. You are no longer a passive observer in your own story. You are stepping into the driver's seat of your life, taking control of the direction you want to go. The fear, doubt, and uncertainty that once held you back are now being replaced with a deep confidence in your ability to create the life you desire. You are also learning to trust in your inner guidance. The intuition that once whispered in the background is now becoming a strong and clear voice that you can rely on. Your intuition is your divine connection, guiding you toward your true purpose. You're learning to honor your inner wisdom and to take action based on what feels right for you, not based on the opinions or judgments of others. This is the moment when you claim sovereignty over your life. You're the one who gets to decide how your story unfolds. You no longer let external circumstances control you. Instead, you are stepping into the power that is inherently yours, choosing to live on your terms aligned with your purpose and grounded in your truth. This sense of sovereignty is both liberating and empowering. It is the realization that you are the creator of your reality and you have the power to shape it according to the desires of your soul. As you embrace the call to a higher purpose, one of the most beautiful shifts you will experience is living with authenticity. Every action you take, every decision you make will be guided by your deeper connection to your true self. The life you are stepping into is no longer one of compromise or pretending. It is a life that is fully aligned with your soul's true calling, and every aspect of your being will resonate with this alignment. Living authentically means shedding the layers of self-doubt, fear, and the false identities that have been imposed upon you by society, family, or past experiences. It means embracing who you truly are, the unique, powerful, and divine being that was always meant to shine. No longer will you try to fit into molds that were never designed for you. You are stepping into your true identity, embracing your gifts, and honoring your uniqueness. This authenticity will show up in every area of your life. Your relationships will become more genuine as you attract people who see you for who you truly are. Your work will become a reflection of your purpose, and you will no longer feel the need to compromise or sell out for success. The actions you take will be in alignment with your higher calling, and you will feel a deep sense of fulfillment and joy in every step you take. No longer will you live according to the expectations of others. You are letting go of the fear of judgment, and instead, you are embracing the freedom to live as your true self. The mask that once shielded you from the world is being removed, and you are standing tall, showing up fully as you are without apology. This is the ultimate freedom, the freedom to be unapologetically yourself and to live a life that reflects your deepest truth. As you live with authenticity, you will also attract more authentic experiences into your life. Opportunities, relationships, and circumstances that align with your true essence will begin to flow towards you effortlessly. When you are living in alignment with your soul's purpose, the universe responds in kind. Your authenticity becomes magnetic, drawing in everything you need to fulfill your divine destiny. The call to higher purpose is not just about achieving goals or accumulating success. It is about aligning with the deepest truths of who you are and living a life that is guided by your soul's highest calling. Every decision, every action, every relationship will be in harmony with your divine mission. you will feel a deep sense of inner peace and fulfillment, knowing that you are living the life you were always meant to lead. This is the moment when everything begins to fall into place. The struggles, the challenges, the doubts, all of them have been necessary steps in your journey to this point. And now, as you rise into your higher purpose, you will feel a deep sense of alignment that brings peace to your heart and clarity to your mind. You are not simply walking through life, you are living intentionally guided by the divine purpose that was placed in your heart long before you were born. The path ahead may still have obstacles, but you will face them with confidence, knowing that you are walking in alignment with your true self. The fear of the unknown will no longer hold you back. Instead, you will embrace each challenge as an opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to move closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. Chosen one, the call to a higher purpose is loud and clear. You're no longer content with mediocrity or the distractions of the past. You are stepping into your power, reclaiming your sovereignty, and living authentically in alignment with your divine calling. This is your moment to fully embrace your purpose and live a life that reflects your highest self. Trust in the process, for everything you need to fulfill your divine mission is already within you. As you continue to rise, the universe will align with you, and everything you've been destined to become is coming into fruition. The best is yet to come, and your journey has only just begun. Chosen one, the person you once were no longer fits the life you are about to live. You have undergone a profound transformation, one that has reshaped your identity, your values, and your purpose. No longer are you confined by the limitations of the past. The journey has been long and sometimes difficult, but each step has led you to this moment of awakening. You now understand your divine worth and the unique purpose you were born to fulfill. This shift is not temporary, it is permanent. You are vibrating at a frequency that aligns perfectly with your divine blueprint. As a result, the world around you will begin to reflect this new energy, opening doors that were once closed, bringing the right people and opportunities into your life. This is not just another chapter in your story, it is the start of a new beginning. A beginning where you embrace deeper connections, take purposeful actions, and live a life that truly reflects your highest self. The transformation has shaped you into someone capable of manifesting the life you've always dreamed of. The challenges you faced were not obstacles, but stepping stones that have prepared you to walk boldly into your divine power. The best is yet to come, and this is just the start of a beautiful journey ahead. Heavenly Father, thank you for guiding me through this powerful transformation. I receive the divine shift in my frequency, and I step boldly into the life you've designed for me. Help me to protect my energy and stay aligned with my highest purpose. I trust that I am now in alignment with my divine destiny, and I ask for your continued guidance as I navigate this new chapter. Fill me with peace, clarity, and strength to move forward in faith and authenticity. In Jesus' name, amen.